Right, welcome. Motivational Monday, May 25th. How are we feeling, everybody? Grab a glass of water. Water ensures efficient electrical and chemical actions between your brain, your nervous system, and your organs and your body. So grab that glass of water, everybody. Quick review. I'm going to do a quick review of what we did this morning, a little bit in brain fitness, and then we're going to do a little bit of mindfulness today. So, how about you all tell me how you are feeling? Let me know in that chat box on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being super not great and 10 being super, super awesome. So, let me know. I'm going to say I was a 7 and then I went for a walk in the sun. And now I'm probably an 8.5. I would say an 8.5. We've got Toasty here in the Northwest Territories. Good. We've got 9, the sun and we've got 6s. We've got 9.5s. Going from a 2 to a 9, that's good because you're apartment hunting. That is always fun. That's that dopamine, right? Thinking about and imagining what new things that could come and happen, and that's always fun. 7.5, it's nice in Hamilton. We've got... Okay, so this morning, everybody, quick little review. I talked a little bit about... Sorry, I'm just going to turn the gain down. There's a weird noise going on in the pipes in my building. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that. We talked a little bit this morning in brain fitness class about multitasking and how there's no such thing as multitasking, and it's actually bad for your brain. Your brain stops, it has to refocus and then focus on the next thing. So when you think you're multitasking, it's actually stop and refocus, stop and refocus. And our environment can dictate that even though we think it's not dictating that. So there was a study done where they had people work in open offices with shared desks and lots of distractions, and they had people work in offices that with closed doors. And even though people reported that they felt that they were being productive and getting work done, what their brain was showing, so they had them attached to EEGs, so they were measuring the energy areas with all the distractions, their brain was actually working harder. Because in the background, your brain is working to filter out the distractions. And people reported being more tired working in those places with all the distractions because it causes a mental fatigue. And it causes more exhaustion. And that mental fatigue can also turn into physical exhaustion. So we talked a little bit about that this morning. And then we talked about what we can do to kind of counteract that a little, right? We need to disconnect to reconnect to ourselves. I'm going to show a slide here. And it isn't just about workplaces, right? It's about many things in life. Trying to have a conversation with a friend and you're in a coffee shop and there's too many distractions going on because it's really busy. Or trying to get a craft project done. Or watching TV and playing on our phone on the same time. We talked about that kind of stuff this morning. And we also talked about, I'm going to go back to this too for those of you, this new phenomenon that's called digital dementia. And that means that we're using our devices too much to find the answers to things that we can easily find the answers to without them. Things like direction, following a map, maybe simple answers that we Google instead of looking back in our memory banks, or doing a math problem, or how to spell a word, right? And when we do that, we're basically letting our brain shrink, right? So there's a new term called digital dementia where we're relying too much on that. The other piece of that is when we have too many tabs open on our digital devices because it's too many distractions. And I am guilty of this. I often have 7 tabs open, right? And I'm bouncing back and forth between tabs. So we're drowning in data, and we're drowning in the availability of data. And that is not helping our brains literally think for themselves. Okay? We literally want to think for ourselves. Yeah, this is interesting in the chat box. This is absolutely me at this moment. Very interesting. So we've also got, I often accidentally multitask by not sticking to one thing at a time. And this is a great point because that is a habit that we develop, right? So we develop the habit of letting ourselves be distracted and then going on to the next thing and not finishing the task, right? And so we have to acknowledge that that's also part of the digital dementia, right? Is our brain is actually fatigued, so it can't filter out what the distraction is or the other thing is. So we go, okay, I'm going to focus on that now, instead of saying, I'm not going to focus on that and I'm going to focus on finishing this. It means our brain is getting too fatigued and it can't filter out anymore, and it can't focus our attention anymore. So that's a great point too. So we need to unplug to plug back in. That is right. Okay. So we need to learn how to single task, prioritize one thing at a time, give it focus and attention, filter and then focus. And we need to practice mindful memory. And that means pause before you go online to look for an answer. Ask yourself if you can solve the problem without using your phone or your tablet or your computer. If it's a math problem, you probably can. You can probably get out a piece of paper and a pen and do some long division or some multiplication or some addition. You can probably figure it out, right? If it's spelling, if it's writing something else, right? So instead of relying on our digital devices to take notes, for example, write them out. Use the memory techniques that we've learned. Repeat things 7 times. You'll remember it. Use your mouth. Use movement. These sorts of things. So today, what can we do to help retrain our brain how to focus on one thing? Or what can we do to train our brain to not have that mental fatigue and exhaustion of the stop, focus, refocus? Because all of our behaviors, everybody, all of our patterns, I haven't said this in a while, our habits are just patterns. And what are those patterns and habits? They're relationships that we have with ourselves and with the world around us. So you have a relationship that is defined around work and busyness. Your brain has defined it, right? You have a relationship around multitasking, around working, around volunteering, around yourself. Right? What are you saying about yourself with that relationship around busyness? And it's already defined in your brain because it's already patterns and pathways that you are using often. So the brain is going, okay, I'm just going to continue to multitask now because that feels familiar. So what I thought I would do today is give you a chance to disconnect. All right, so to disconnect, to reconnect to yourself, reconnect to your body, reconnect to your mind. And it can be as simple as 2 minutes of quiet or practicing a little bit of visualization. And that is brain training. So today we're going to do a 10-minute visualization for you to connect into your body and even connect into your emotions and yourself and how you feel. And if you're watching the replay on the Facebook group, this is something that we do inside of our membership group, inside of Club Recreo every Friday. I'm not going to do a letting go visualization today. I'm just going to do a quick 10-minute visualization. So, oh yeah, this is a great question before I get to the visualization. AI. There is a big discussion to be had around AI, right? AI is giving us all the answers. Has everybody seen the movie WALL-E? Do you remember the Disney movie WALL-E? It's about like the future, and basically we can't live on the earth anymore, And so they send robots down, and one of the robots' name is Wally. And everybody's living in a ship above the earth, but everybody is being driven around in wheelchairs, and they're all attached to screens, and nobody's making out. Everybody's basically a zombie. And that's where we're headed. So if you haven't seen the movie WALL-E, go watch it. First of all, it's adorable and I love it, and the robots are adorable, and it's just like a happy feel-good movie by the end. But watch it and be like, you know what? This is a conversation, right? And it is a conversation about AI. So this digital dementia term that's starting to come up now, it's going to start to come up more and more, because it means we're not using our brains. We're letting our brains become lazy, and we're depending on our technology to do the work for us. Yeah, another one we've got in the chat box is Idiocracy. Yeah, which is a really great movie too. Yeah, about that. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of great conversations we can have about AI and that too. So, but what I wanted to give you today, instead of the conversation, was an opportunity to stop and reconnect to yourself. So we are going to do the Thankful for My body scan today to give you an opportunity to connect to yourself. And as we're going through the Thankful for My body scan visualization, I also want you to notice the feelings that you're feeling. So this is a chance to reconnect to your body, to let your brain slow down and analyze yourself and reconnect to your inner self, and also to reconnect to your emotions. So this is what I'm going to invite you to do. Bring me with you. If you want to stay sitting up, great. If you want to go lie down somewhere and bring me with you, great too. If you want to hug a pillow, if you want to light a scented candle, if you want to dim the lights in the room you're in, we are going to do a short 10-minute visualization together. So I'll give you a couple seconds to do that, to get yourself to a spot. Lying down, sitting up, hugging a pillow, wherever you feel comfortable. And we're just going to take some time to reconnect to ourselves. Okay, everyone. Let's begin. All I want you to do is take a big breath in through your nose and a breath out through your mouth. And now let's adjust to that breath. I want you to take a big breath in through your nose for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold that breath there. Feel your lungs and breathe out for a count of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Push the rest of the air out if there's anything left. Take another big breath in through your nose for the count of 3. 2, 3. Hold that oxygen in those lungs for a moment. Let them enjoy it, and breathe out through your mouth for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Breathe in. Now, as you breathe out, I want you to feel your body sinking down into your chair or the floor or the mattress. As we push that air out, sinking down, and just letting our body relax, letting our nervous system relax and sink into a comfortable position. Now, let's start to pay attention to our body. And pay attention to our mind and to our thoughts, because we're usually pretty good at picking out all the things about our bodies that we don't like. We aren't thin enough. We aren't strong enough. We have pimples or lumps and bumps, or I call them barnacles, bad balance. My butt's too big. My butt's too small. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I'm aging. We're also pretty good at ignoring our body. We're pretty good at distracting ourselves from where we hold tension in our body. We don't notice that our shoulders are shrugged, or that we're clenching our teeth or clenching our fists. We're pretty good at not listening to the signs that our body is trying to tell us, what it needs, what you need to be reconnected to yourself. So very quickly, I just want you to go from your head to your jaw, to your shoulders, to your hands, to your core, to your glutes, to your toes. Are you having any tension anywhere there? Are your shoulders shrugged? Relax them. Are your eyes squinting? Relax them. Is your jaw clenched? Unclench it. Are your hands clenched? Unclench them. Are you squeezing your belly button really tight or your glutes really tight? Let your hips and your belly relax. Unclench your toes. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Now we're a little bit more aware of our body and giving it permission to be gentle and relaxed. I want you to think about how amazing your body actually is. Everything that we love to do is dependent on our bodies, whether it's playing music or sports or hugging someone we love or listening to nature sounds or listening to music, looking at art, tasting delicious food. We experience all of this through our incredible human body. And all of these experiences connect into our nervous system and our emotions. And they help us to have a fulfilled and satisfied human experience. So today we're going to practice showing our body some appreciation. And we're going to notice how it changes our mood or what feelings we feel as we become more aware of every part of our body that contributes to our awesome human experience. So just say to yourself, I'm going to take the next 10 minutes to reconnect with focus and concentration and love and kindness to my body and to myself. Bring your attention to the top of your head and let that attention spread down to your eyes. Have you been squinting your eyes? Let them relax. I want you to think about all of the amazing things that you experience with your eyes. What have you seen in this past week that perhaps you could have spent some more time looking at that you rushed past? Or what have you seen that you really did take some time to use your eyes for this week that brought you wonder and awe? Or that made you feel connected? Was it sunsets? Was it watching the rain? Is it seeing a friend's smile in their face? Is it animals? Think about all of the wonderful things that you get to experience with your eyes that you might filter out. And now I want you to tell your eyes, you know what? I appreciate you, eyes. Thank you, eyes. And I hope that I can give you a bit more focus so that you can be happy and healthy. So that I can continue to use you to connect to the world in meaningful ways. And now I want you to move your attention down to your nose. Feel the size of it, where it sits on your face. Appreciate everything that you are able to smell. What smells have you smelt today or in the past week that made you stop for just a moment and appreciate them? And if you can't come up with anything, make a promise to yourself that you are going to stop when you smell something lovely and just appreciate it. What are your favorite smells? Is it fresh baked bread, fresh cut grass, fresh rain, flowers, an orange? And I want you to take a big breath in right now until you can smell something. Even if it's the smell of fresh air. Saying to your nose, thank you. Thank you for keeping me connected to the amazing sense of smell. And I'm going to support you to be healthy. Now moving your attention to your mouth. Acknowledging your mouth does so much. It makes so much possible. Not just tasting, talking. We hold tension in our mouth that's connected to the rest of our body. We clench our mouth as a form of protecting ourselves. So noticing when your mouth is clenched, when your tongue is stuck to your roof of your mouth is a sign that you're holding tension and stress. And it's a sign for you to stop and refocus. Now, let your lower jaw hang. Maybe move your tongue around your mouth. Become aware of your tongue, your teeth, your lips. And let's think about all of the awesome things that our mouth does for us. The taste of your favorite food. The gift of communicating, talking, kissing, smiling, whistling, humming. Often when we're expressing joy, it's done first with our mouth. I want you to say to your mouth, thank you. May you be well, happy, and healthy. And I promise I'll pay some attention to you. Now shift your attention to your ears. Feel where they are on your head, their size, give them a wiggle. Think about how awesome our ears are. They let us hear our favorite music, our favorite nature sounds, the voice of a loved one. They let us express our uniqueness by putting some earrings on them and decorating them. What's your favorite sound? What sounds help you feel grounded, connected, and calm? And have you been avoiding those sounds or ignoring them? Making a commitment to your ears and your sense of sound that I will not only listen, but I will hear what you are letting me hear. And may you be well and healthy, ears. I want you to feel the weight of your whole head. You can move your head side to side on your neck. And imagine you can feel into your brain. Reflect on how awesome your brain is. It's your supercomputer. Thinking, guiding, analyzing, archiving, remembering, creating, filtering, telling you what to focus on, trying to help you feel safe. And take a moment to appreciate all the work it's doing, not just by itself, but with your entire nervous system. It's working to regulate you emotionally, physically, mentally. It wants you to feel joy and to feel safe. Say thank you, amazing brain. Thank you, self. And I'm going to commit to exercising you, to stimulating you, to caring for you, so that you will be well, happy, and healthy as I age. Now, bring your focus down to your neck, to your throat, to your voice box. Think about the joy of singing, of verbalizing your love to others, of talking. Be grateful that you can communicate with the world because of your voice. Think of all the words you can say or sing. How you can express yourself with anger, with happiness, with all of the emotions along the spectrum. We can express ourselves with our voice. We can be heard with our voice. How does that make you feel when you think about the power of your voice? What emotions arise for you? Perhaps it's feeling empowered. Thankful that I can communicate. I can express. Say to yourself, thank you, voice. Thank you, vocal cords. Thank you, throat. I'm going to nurture you to be well, happy, and healthy. Bring your attention down to your shoulders, shrugging your shoulders, and into your arms, all the way down to your hands. Give your fingers a wiggle. And reflect on all of the things that your arms and your hands do for you. They feed you. They literally pick up food and put it in your mouth. They allow you to hug and connect to other people. They gesture when you're talking. They communicate non-verbally for you. They allow you to write on a piece of paper, to do art, to express yourself, to dig in the dirt. So many good things in our lives are possible because of our arms and our hands. And how does that make you feel when you think about that? Who would you like to hug right now to feel some love and some kindness with those arms? And say to those arms and those hands, thank you, arms and hands. I hope you're well, happy, and healthy. Bring your attention to your chest. Place your hands on your chest. And just take a moment to feel your heart beating. Perhaps to swallow a little bit, to feel your neck as well. And to feel your chest rise up and down as you breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. And acknowledge that these three things are the base of life: swallowing, breathing, and your heart beating. And they keep working around the clock for you. They never take a break. And they do that so you can enjoy everything that you have in your life. So I want you to say to your beating heart, to your lungs as they expand and contract, say to them, thank you so much. And I will continue to focus on you to make sure that you stay healthy and strong. Let's move your attention down your body to your stomach and all your internal organs, your liver, your kidney, your digestive system. All these organs make your life possible. All the things they do for us: cleaning out toxins, absorbing nutrients, regulating blood sugar, hormones. Your gut creates serotonin. Literally, your happiness hormone comes out of your gut. And we often don't treat them that well. We often mindlessly eat. We eat on the run. We eat when we're focusing on something else, perhaps in front of the TV. But they just keep working and doing their best to keep us healthy. And how does that make you feel when you think about how you treat your stomach and your gut and your organs? Talk to them. I want you to say to them, thank you so much for being my detox mechanisms in my body. And I'm going to commit to feeding you what you need to be healthy. Thank you to all my organs for working in the background for me. And I hope that you are happy and healthy. Bring your attention to your hips, your lower back, your legs. Notice if you hold tension here. What is that a sign of for you? How do you feel when your hips feel healthy and your lower back doesn't have any pain and your legs feel strong? Reflect on everything that your lower body does for you. Walking, running, getting around, exercising, biking, dancing, jumping for joy, sitting down to relax, standing up to get something. All of this is possible because of your muscles, your bones and your tendons, and the power that you give them to make them strong in your legs, your hips, and your back. And I know you've been focusing on them. So say to your legs, thank you for being my strong foundation. Thank you for connecting me to the earth and connecting me to myself. legs, hips, and back. I'm going to continue to support you to be well, happy, healthy, and strong. Now bring your attention to your feet. Wiggle your toes. Feel your heels. Give yourself some ankle circles. And take a moment to appreciate that your feet hold you up. Your feet hold you up. They keep you balanced. Your ankles keep you balanced. And they also connect you to the earth and help you feel grounded and safe. They send a signal to your brain when both of them are flat on the ground that you are safe, that you can be creative and explore the world. They take the full weight of your body and they balance you on the face of this earth. Say to your feet, thank you. Thank you for supporting me, especially with your imperfections. Maybe one toe is pointing a different way, or you have a bunion, or your big toe is weird, or your pinky toe is weird. Thank you so much, feet, for being imperfect and perfect at the same time, and for holding me up and keeping me grounded. And now I want you to bring your awareness to your whole body. Taking a big breath in, and as you breathe out, breathing out any judgment about your body that you have. Notice any feelings you have when you think about your body. As you breathe in feelings of ease, of happiness, of appreciation. When we can be thankful for our body, when we can appreciate the power and strength that it already has within it. That feeling, that physical feeling, has a domino effect. How we feel about ourselves and our emotion and our mind. How connected and aware that we feel. I want you to take a moment to be thankful for your body just the way it is. And to commit to continuing to support it so it continues to grow in strength. And I want you to say to your body, thank you so much for giving me the gift of my human experience every day. And I'm thankful for you physically. I'm thankful for you mentally. I'm thankful for my nervous system and my emotions. I'm thankful about this whole being that I am. Thank you for letting me to allow my life experience. And so that I can appreciate the abundance and joy that I have. Taking one last moment to check in on your emotions. How do you feel right now on a scale of 1 to 10? Did anything else that you're grateful for come up as we explored our thankfulness for our body? And as you continue to participate in your day or your week, when you feel yourself being hard on your body, when you feel yourself judging yourself, whether it's your body or your brain or your emotions, I just want you to simply say, thank you, body. May you be well, may you be happy, and may you be healthy. Placing your hand on your heart, taking another big breath in and a long breath out. It's time to reconnect to the outside world. You can start to rock back and forth. You can wiggle your fingers or wiggle your toes. Give your body a gentle shake. Become aware of all that you are. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And let me know in that chat box how you are feeling now. And think about how you were feeling when we started today and how aware you are now of how even just taking 10 minutes to disconnect to reconnect influences how you feel in your muscles, in your mood, in your awareness, in your focus, in your concentration. And that wasn't that much time. We can always find time for ourselves to refill our cup or to fill our cup to overflowing. And don't you deserve that? You do. If you're watching the replay, let me know if you liked that as well. And always know that you are welcome to come and try out our visualization classes, our brain fitness classes, to join our community of wonderful, amazing women as we support ourselves in our wellness and longevity journeys. And all you have to do is go to myrecreo.health.